Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for March 15th, 2024. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. I'm looking to just immediately see if there's something to do with this, but I just did notice we have a bunch of sixes looking into this box, so let's place the 6 in here first. This 2 is looking in, that puts a 2 down here. Now these 2s do what's called pointing. So in this box, what these corner marks mean that I put here is that 2 is limited to just these 2 cells in the box. Both of those cells are in row 3. Row 3 only gets a single 2, and it's giving its 2 to box 3. So the rest of row 3 can't be a 2. Importantly, these 2 are not 2, even though, it seems like they should be able to be. But if they were, we would break box 3. There would not be a 2 in box 3, and it needs 1. So these aren't 2. This 2 looks in here as well. And so 2 ends up here somewhere. And we're using these corner marks at this point to remind ourselves that these 2 are not 2. So if we ever go and pencil the cell or examine it further, we'll exclude 2 as an option. And it's hit or miss how much I notice, whether I remember that or not, or scan that correctly, but that's the ideal. I did notice we have these 2 8s looking into this box. I'm kind of focused on this box right now and this box and its restrictions. I have an 8 looking into here, but oh no, actually I have 2 8s looking in. That's great. So I have an 8 in one of these 2. And I'm getting a little count in my head here, right? So there's 5 open cells, and I've corner marked 2s and 8s, and they both avoided these 2, right? So 5 minus 2 is 3. There are 3 digits remaining that could go in these 2 cells, up to 3, right? Because they could have further restrictions. For example, I'm noticing this cell sees a 4, and I'm noticing there's no 4 in this box. So these could be worth penciling just to see what they are. So they are not 1, 2, or 3. This one's not 4, only this one of those 2. Either of them could be 5. None of them can be 6. Either of them could be 7, and then 8 and 9 are gone as well. So we're 5, 7, and 4, 5, 7. And we knew it'd be worth looking at those cells because of this little count that we had in our head there. I am noticing that 5 in this box is ultimately limited to these 2 cells as well, and that's also going to point, removing 5 from these cells. And so 5 joins the 2 up here. In general, I'm noticing this cell, it's not the 2 or the 5, and it's also not this 8, because the 8s are penciled here. So that's 3 out of the 5 open cells in this row, so this is going to be quite limited. Two digits max. It's not a 1, it's not a 2. Could be 3, it could be 4. And then it's not going to be the rest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's always good to verify, but I guess the 8 down here is really the direct reason. It's not 8, but I had these corner marked, so I knew it wasn't 8. Not much to do with the 3, 4 now, but it could come in handy later. What else do we have going on here? I thought about this 2 and 7 in this row because they avoid this row, but and I noticed this 7 here. We already have the 2 marked, but there's, unfortunately, 7 can be here, so it's not stuck over here with the 2. Okay, I'm not, oh wait, we do have 2 1s looking into this box, so we can put 1s here, but I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to get. Well, actually, this cell here looks pretty restricted. It's not the 1 or the 8. And so it's not, it's down to at most 3 digits. So let's look at what those 3 might be. 1, 2, 3. We could be a 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7, 8. Could be 9. So it's actually just down to 4, 9. What was it looks like the 3. Yeah, the fact that it saw 3 was an additional digit there. Let's see. Let's move on to this band. We have these 2 8s looking in, so 8's up here somewhere. Okay, I was scanning around here and I saw these 6s, so let's just mark that while we can, or while I see it. 1, 5, 6, 8. Anything special about that? Not seeing much. We got the 8s marked already. Okay, I'm not seeing a whole lot to do here. I'm gonna focus on this box for a second just to make sure. Okay, we do have no, these 4s don't really help each other. I was gonna say we have 2 4s looking in, but they just intersect here. Okay, I'm really thinking that we don't have much going on. The 9s have the same issue. 8's already in the box. 4 we looked at. Okay, let's look down here then. We have 2 8s looking into here, so the 8s are like stacked on top of each other there. 1, 3, 9. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for one, since this 1, 3, and 9 avoid these 3 cells, well, you know they're already relatively restricted in this row. So I'm looking at where 1, 3, and 9 can go in this row. Of course, I noticed this 1, which we could have just noticed from the box. But as soon as I mark these 1s, I scan up and I see I also have 1s marked here. So we call this kind of lining up. Some people might call this an X-wing. You can use X-wing logic for it if you'd like to, but it's a little bit more complex than you'd need. Because all we really need to ask is, okay, box 2, its 1 is limited to columns 4 and 5, and box 8, its 1s are limited to columns 4 and 5. So column 6 is crying for a 1. Where's it going to get it? Right? And the answer is only one place. 1 is placed here. Because this can't be a 1 because of that one. This can't be a 1 because of that one. This can't be a 1 because of that one. And this one can't be a 1 because of that one. But we already knew that was going to happen because we had these corner marked here, which means they're not here. We had these corner marked here, which means they're not here. And then this one C's here. So we can place the 1 in the column is the entire point of that explanation. But I wanted to spend some time on that. Okay, what else is going on down here then? And that was triggered by me penciling these ones here is where I noticed that. Now that I filled this one, we should follow up on it. So the first thing to follow up on is seeing that that does restrict 1 in this box. It places it here. This one here doesn't seem to have any direct effect, but let's rewind back to this one. The other thing it does is occupies a cell in this column, and this column's now down to 4 open cells. Whenever a row, column, or box has 4 or fewer open cells, I think it's always worthwhile to at least consider what the remaining digits are, and if there's additional restrictions on that. So the remaining digits are 2, 3, 4, and 9. So I'm seeing that this cell sees the 2, 3, and 9. So it can only be a 4 out of those options, and that makes this only a 9. And then this is a 2, 3 pair, but this 2 tells us the order. This is the 3, and this is the... Oh, I have to redo that because I completely missaid the wrong digits. This 2 was already in the column. So to do this right, we are 3, 4, 6, and 9. 3, 4, 6, and 9. That is not as nice. This does still see 3 and 9. So this is down to 4, 6. Meant to be in center mark mode. This can't be 9. So this is 3, 4, 6. And this can be any of them. Okay, well, I'm glad I caught that. That was really bad. Misscanned the column is all. And I assumed there would be 4 digits. And so once I saw this 4, 9, and I thought 2 and 3 were gone, I was like, it's those digits. Anyway. Easy to make mistakes like that, no matter how good you are at Sudoku. All right, all these 5s look in. There's a 5 in one of those two. Okay, let's continue looking at this band here. How about 1, 4, and 8? Okay, well, we already have the 1 and the 8 here, so 4 would be the only interesting digit in this column, but it can be anywhere in the column, so not interesting. We have this 9 looking in and this 9 looking down. That leaves 2 places for 9 in this box. And when I do that again, I'm scanning up, but I'm seeing we already have, like, 'cause I'm seeing that this is limited to 2 columns in the box, right? We've limited a digit to 2 columns, so it's always good to scan up and see if there's another box with the same limitation. But I notice we already have a 9 here, and we already have a 9 here, so that's not going to be helpful. This is down to 4 digits, so let's get the correct 4 digits for this. It is 2, 5, 7, 9. So these can't be 5. These are 2, 7, 9. And this can't be 9, so this is 2, 5, 7. Not amazing. Okay, I do see these 4s looking in, so 4's in one of these two. Okay. I'm noticing this cell's not 7 or 9, and this row needs a 7 and a 9, so it's down to at most 3. It can be 2, 4, and 8. The rest of this row is 4 digits. We need 2, 3, 7, 9. This one's not 7, so it's 2, 3, 9. Oh, I made the mistake I said I shouldn't make. These 2s are cornered here, so I should not have marked 2 in here. It actually is down to 4, 8 only. Maybe I should look at this one just to see if it's worth marking, because it's not 1, 2, 3. Could be 4, 7, 8, 9. I don't think it's worth marking it. 4 digits is a lot. The reason I mark 3 is fairly frequently the linchpin to kind of finish the puzzle is some random triple in a row or column, which you need to mark the cells that are down to 3 or fewer to kind of notice those. But then if you start marking things that are 4 or more as well, like they can get lost in the shuffle. It's a lot easier to spot it when the only cells you have marked are ones that could be part of said triple. So that's my reasoning there. Okay, this 9 looks in here and this 9 looks down. I don't know, I didn't notice that before, but it does put a 9 in one of these two. We also know 9's limited to one of these two. So this can't be a 9 is kind of the key conclusion because of the pointing or claiming. So it's not 1, it could be 2, 3, 4, 7. Darn. I think it can be any of those. Okay, and these were, oh, these aren't 9, so these are 2, 3, 7. That's not a 2. All right, I'm going to do vertical scans. I don't think I think I did a lot of vertical scanning already, but I haven't systematically done it yet. So we do have these two 2s looking down. So there's a 2 in one of these two cells. I scanned left and right to see if there were similar 2 restrictions, but as far as I can tell, there are not. I was doing this vertical. We got the 5s. 6 is not quite helpful. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else. How about over here? I'm wondering if it's worth just thinking about every cell in this box. What do we need? We need 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, that's the correct number of digits. So this one's not 5 or 8, right? So this is 2, 4, 7. And this one's not 2 or 5, so this is 4, 7, 8. I feel like I'm missing something here. Any other cells that might be restricted more than I realized? All right, yeah, we're on the kind of the hunt for restricted cells at this point. I got very little information from our basic scanning, unfortunately. I got this one a while ago, and I was going to follow up on like indirect consequences, like its row. I guess we did mark the row up. Its column is down to 5 digits. Let's think about it at least. We need 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. That looks right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. This one's not 2 or 8. So this is 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's not 3 either. So this is only 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. This isn't 4 or 5. So this is 2, 3. It's not a 3 either. This is only 2, 8. Right. The 3's in the box. So 3's in one of these two cells. This one's not 4. This one's any of them. Okay, so I don't think getting this 1 helped a huge amount. But we do have this 2, 8 and this 4, 5. Did I think about this row yet? We need 2, 5, no, 4. 2, 4, yeah. Oh my gosh. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one's not 2, 5, or 6. So let's see. It's not 1, 2, 3. We need 4. We have 5, 6. We need 7. We have 8, 9. 4, 7. 3, 7. 4, 6. Like, it's taunting me with all these almost pairs / almost triples. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. No, 2, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing else of note there. Anything else restricted? Another place to look is if you've got a box with like corner marks in it. The cells that don't have those corner marks obviously don't have those 2 digits, so they might be restricted. So this is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. This is down to 7, 8, 9 only. Doesn't seem super helpful at the moment. This can't be 7, 8, 9. So what is this? It's not 1. It could be 2, 5, 6. That's it. 2, 5, 6. Because it's not 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Looking for additional restrictions, but I don't see it. 1, 4, 7, 4 and 7, 9 and 8, 5, 6, 8, 5 and 8. No, just 5. Yeah, I'm trying to scan for like some geometric thing going on, but they're all just not quite there. I mean, this cell's not 4 or 9 or 3. So the column has 1. Let's see. This could be a 2. It's not 3, 4. It could be a 5. It's not 6. It could be 7. It's not 8, 9. So this is also a 2, 5, 7, interestingly. Yeah, it's because we need a 4 and an 8 in this row. And they're in this box already. No, we don't need an 8 in the row, just the 4. Oh, so what else is doing that? It's the 4 and the 6. Yeah, both of these cells see a 6. It's the 4 and the 6 that's missing. Two, 3, 4. That's it. Yeah, just 2, 3, 4. Got this 9, 8 here. We already know the 8s are up here. 9 is not in any of these cells, so 9's restricted to 2 places in this column. Is the 1 similar? Interesting. Is there a hidden 1, 9 in this column? So where can 1, 9 go in this column? It's not here because of this 1, 9. Not here, here or here because we have 1, 9 in the box, right? Not here, obviously, and not here because of this 1, 9. So we have a hidden 1, 9 pair in this column. That is a tough spot, but that's going to be extremely useful. So if 1, 9 can only go in 2 places in this column, that's called a hidden pair. What that does is it means these cells that are part of that pair can only be 1, 9, because if they were any other digit, we would crowd out the 1 and 9 from this column. So as a result, this cell can't be 8, which we have corner marked there right now, which means there's now only 1 place for 8 in this column, which is right there. Just checking what that was using up. So interesting. So that's going to leave 4 cells left. We already know where the 1, 2, we need a 3, 4, 5, and 7. That's not a 7. Do I want to keep that? I'm not sure I want to keep that. Okay, I'll keep this one though. So what's this 8 do for me? Come on, do something. How about the rest of this box? We need 1, 3, 4, 9. It's not a 9, so this is 1, 3, 4. That was such a good spot, but it doesn't seem to have done much. Getting these 1, 9, so they help the rows in any way. Because, okay, so the thing to think about with hidden pairs, if you want to look at the consequences, is obviously look at the rest of the row column box, whatever you found them in, look at the rest of that, but also look at the individual cells. What can't they be now, right? And the answer is they can't be 3, 4, 5, or 7 when they could have been before. So this cell in particular, 3 and 7 are the interesting digits because it already couldn't be a 4 or 5. So we want to see how 3 and 7 get affected in its row and in its box. 7's in 3 places now. And then 3. 3 looks in. 3's not here. 3's in 3 places. So I don't think we can do anything with that at the moment. What about its row? 3 and 7. 3's not here. It's not here. No, I don't see anything for the row. 7's, there's really not anything for 7's. Okay, so how about here? What was removed? So it could have been 3, 4, 5, or 7. Already couldn't be 5. So 3, 4, and 7 were removed from here. So we want to look at the row and the box. Yeah, in fact, this is a hidden 3, 4. Hold on, what's happening here? Am I missing a digit? No, 1. Oh, no, it's not a hidden 3, 4 pair. But 3 is, this is what happened. It limited 3 to one of these two cells. Sorry, I got very confused, but this can be a 4. But 3 is in one of these two. That points down, meaning these can't be 3's anymore. And look, this 1, 9 here also removed 3 from here. So 3 in this box actually gets placed here, which then places our 9 and our 1 in the box. That's not a 9. That is a 9. That's not a 3. 4, 6 pair, or rather, where does 9 go in the column? Either way. We also get our 1 here. We now have a 3, 4 pair, which I don't know why I thought it was before. We figured out that it was. But anyway, 4, 6, 7. Because this can be all 3, we don't get any interesting pointing going on here. But this is... Oh, it's not a 4, though, because the 3, 4 looks down. So actually, 4 is in one of these two. Which means this can't be a 4. That places 4 in this box. We get our 8 and our 2. We get our... this is no longer an 8. This is no longer a 2. Okay, I've got 4 left here. I've got 4 left here. No, 5 left there. I've got 4 left in this row. This 8 got removed. Place this 8. This is from 2, 6, 7. Let's fill that. This is from 2, 4, 5, 7, not a 5. In fact, this whole row is 2, 4, 7. But this isn't a 2, because the 2's up there. I remembered. I'm looking at 9 in this row. It's in one of these. All right, I wanted to come back to this row here. We've got 3, 6, 7, 8 left. Well, this isn't 6 or 8, so this is 3, 7. Oops. This is 3, 7. 3, 6, 7, 8. This one's not 8. 3, 6, 7. These aren't 3, so these are from 6, 7, 8. Wow, I can't believe the puzzle's not completely collapsed after that. 3's in 2 spots in this row. So close. How about the rest of this row? It's 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's not 3 or 4, so this is only 2, 5. Oh, how about this column? We need 3 and 5 in this column. It's not resolved. This is any of 2, 3, 4, 5. Did this box get affected? What did we all get? We got this 9 and this 1. This 9. I got this 3, 5 pair. Still need to find something else. How about this row? 5, 6, 7. So the 5 is placed in the row, because this 5 sees here. This 5 sees here. So 5 in the row is here. That makes this a 2. Very nice. Okay. Makes this a 6. Even better, I think. Yeah, because we get this 4. We get our 6, our 7, and our 4. The whole triple resolves. We get our 2 and our 6 here as well. This is not a 4. That's not a 2. That's not a 4. That's not a 2. Okay. This is from 2, 3, 5. Okay. This puzzle keeps grinding to a halt. Interesting. I think I just need to pencil the rest of it, to be honest. What else am I missing here? How about this column? 7, 8, 9. Not a 7, so it's 8, 9. Darn, this is that useless triple. Well, this is a triple. 3, 5, 7. This can be any of them. Keep wanting things to match up here. We actually have an X-Wing. Oh, no, we don't. We don't have an X-Wing. For some reason, I thought that was an X-Wing on 3s, but it's not. It is not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Don't need to use that. Let's see. 3, 4, 5 here now, because we got the 2. Is this more limited than I thought? I mean, it's not a 2. It's not an 8. That's already in the box, though. 1, 2, 6, 8. We already have the 1 in this column. 2, 6, 8. How about this cell? 6, 6. Oh, it's, yeah, this cell is a naked 7. Okay. That's 7, that's 8, that's 6. That's a 9, that's 8, that's 3. We got our 5 and our 2. We got our 7, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3. There we go. Finally collapsing. 5, 4. These are not 4s. I meant to remove that. Okay. We got the 7, the 3, and the 5 finished. We got our 9 and 3. We get the 2, the 5, the 7, the 3. That's our 7, 2 and 7. 6 down here. 9 up here. We need 2 and 4 here. They go like that, and we're done. Wow. That took me a while. That 1, 9 hidden pair was really hard to spot. Yeah, I mean, this puzzle took me a while. I guess it is what it is. If you did it faster than me, then awesome. I love that. But yeah, let me know if you found a different way through, if you had to find that hidden 1, 9 pair, because that was tough. And then even after finding that hidden 1, 9 pair, the consequences, we had to think about the 3s, I think, and how that affected 3s. Because the 3s ended up pointing here, which then placed this 3, which then placed this 9. That was really neat. I love that. So even if it wasn't necessary, I really like I was able to show that. Hope you enjoyed this despite the length. And of course, if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.